Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday, March 30th, right before April. Love springtime. I should say, I love springtime for about 2 weeks. Then I'm ready for fall again. That's only because I'm from Louisiana, which is basically a jungle. And you get tired after that. After about 30 years of jungle living, I'm good. I'll live here out here on the West Coast in the Bay Area, where I haven't really experienced summer for 7 years. I'll take that. Yeah. That's why we all pay to be here. You want to know why people pay exorbitant amounts of money to live here? It's just the weather. It's the only reason. It ain't the people. And the food's good. Dungeness crab is great. The wine is nice. But yeah, it's the weather. All right, enough of that. So what we're doing today is we're making the first version of the control covers. So we went over this a few videos back. We were working on that mold there that I'd made from a piece of aluminum and the metal brake over in the club hanger. Just to show you what I'm talking about specifically, here's a picture from the plans. So those two little green pieces, that's what we're remaking here. So all these are just covers, right? They're just facades that go over top of the ribs. The original piece isn't very thick. It's like 16 thousandths aluminum. It's very bendy, and I'm afraid that I'm going to bend it with my ankle if I kick backwards. So what I'm actually doing is to make that piece normally, I would only need 3 layers of carbon fiber cloth. That would simulate the actual thickness of the piece. Actually, that would be a little thicker than normal. I'm making it with 4 layers. 1, much stronger, and 2, it's actually still lighter than the original piece. So now I can step on it, because it's one of those things where you can sort of accidentally step on it if you're trying to get out of the plane as well. And yes, it's got 4 or 5 ribs underneath it to support it, but yeah, I just don't really trust that. So this will make me feel much better about stepping down onto the top of this as I'm trying to get in and out of the plane. One thing you'll notice, so we were talking about bridging last time. Look at that carbon fiber cloth sticking up to the right there. Right, before I wet it down, look at that. It does not want to go down. This is some pretty tough stuff. Right, this is one of the, like this piece, you could never make this piece without vacuum. I mean, I don't think you could. You would have to put so much resin on it to make it stick that it would be brittle, right? I mean, it's crazy. So you can see that I've made the mold larger. You always do that. Whenever you're making a mold to do anything like this, you always need to make it larger so that you can oversize your cloth and everything. The one thing I had to do special, because I'm bagging all of this as one piece, right, is that the bottom, since it has fiberglass all over it, which has a tendency to be sharp and shardy, as in full of shards that are sharp, the bottom is also covered with breather material. Now, here's some of the foibles of actually working with a full vacuum bag setup. So you'll see as I'm trying to, oh, look, there's the problem right there. When you're trying to maneuver the bags to make a good seal, that thing will have a tendency of just moving around on its own. When you start sucking the bag in, it's just going to grab to the sides and sort of stick to wherever it sticks, so you have to adjust it. With full vacuum, you can't do that. You're not going to be able to do it. So you have to tone it down to about 1 pound of pressure. Then the bag is still movable without tearing it, and everything will work out much better that way. All right, so for the next minute, you're seeing some extremely high speed footage of this thing curing. I don't know why I did that. This is literally sped up like 13,000 times. Small announcement while this is going. So this is going to be the last video for a while. I have no video left that I've made. And you don't want to see me making carbon fiber parts over and over again. I think you've seen enough of that. So until there's actually something to work on the plane, or unless I'm making a new part for the first time, I'm not going to be recording anything. Look, I've been doing this for almost 4 years, putting out videos every week. I need a little break anyway. And it's fine. I mean, you know, I got plenty of stuff in my life anyway, so this makes it sort of a good segue. All right, so now the part is done, and let's just skip to the chase and show you the picture of it fitted in the plane. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so next video will be at some point. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you soon.